There's two kinds of evals that we care about. So the first is end-to-end evals. So you can think of this as running SweBench on new quad code harnesses to make sure that we're not degrading performance. And so this is something that we regularly do, both when we're making large changes to the harness and when we're testing out new models. This isn't that granular. So if you, for example, see a change in the SweBench score, it's not always obvious what caused the change, and you actually have to read through these pretty gnarly transcripts, and a
Yeah.
lot of them, to be able to figure out themes and what went wrong. We want to make this better, but we don't have a silver bullet right now. The other kind of eval that we think is really important to make is triggering evals. So what that means is there's a lot of situations where Claude Code can decide whether or not to use a tool. And ideally, Claude Code can make these decisions without the human. That way things just feel more magical to the human. So for example, Claude Code supports web search, and we want to make sure that web search isn't overly eager. Like if you ask it a question, you don't want it to like search the web 100% of the time, but you want it to search it if you're saying, hey, what was the latest React release and what new functionality is available there? And so actually tuning this triggering is pretty hard to do. And so this is a situation where both is really straightforward to make an eval because you can clearly articulate when web search should and shouldn't happen. And then
Yeah.
it's also really easy to grade whether or not web search did happen.